Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's WWE Monday Night Raw for April 29th, 2013. And the show starts off with Ricardo Rodriguez versus Zeb Coulter versus Big E Langston. Like, that's fair. And they make a point of telling us that Teddy Long made this match. So I expect some more Booker T, Teddy Long stuff on SmackDown, which I'm looking forward to. I like those segments. But anyways, the winner gets to pick the stipulation for Extreme Rules. So if Ricardo wins, Del Rio gets to pick the stip. What happens here? Big E destroys Ricardo. Zeb tries to beat up Big E when he gets a chance, and he tries to beat up Ricardo. He's kind of just running around taking cheap shots. And Ricardo hits Big E with the bucket. Big E no-sold it. And he turned around, Ricardo throws the bucket at his head, and Big E just lays him out. And then Swagger, Dolph, Del Rio, Big E, they all start fighting, and Zeb covers Ricardo, but AJ stops the count, and then Ricardo rolls up Zeb for the win. And I have to say, I thought this was pretty entertaining stuff. I like this. Cena does some Make-A-Wish stuff, and I've said many times in these videos that I think Cena's done a great job with the whole Make-A-Wish thing. I mean, you have to admire the guy for that. I think he's granted more wishes than anybody, they say. And the weird thing about this, it was kind of awkward. And the reason I say that is when Cena came out to do the Make-A-Wish thing, you could tell people wanted to boo him, but they kind of felt robbed, like they weren't allowed to boo him. And it just, that's how it came across to me. If that makes sense, maybe I'm not explaining it correctly, but that's how it felt. Like, people wanted to boo Cena, and because of the whole Make-A-Wish thing, they had to cheer him, and it seemed like it was a weird reaction, a weird vibe. But anyways, we get Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. At one point, Cody Rhodes is on the ground holding Randy Orton. And Orton looks at him and he says, "What's this? What are you trying to do to me?" I thought it was funny. Cody counters the RKO with Crossroads, but Orton kicks out. Cody goes for the disaster kick, gets caught with an RKO. Orton gets the win here. This was a great match. I saw this and I was thinking, okay, this may be a really good Raw here. Good stuff. Afterwards, Stryker tries to interview Orton, ask him about the Big Show. Cody Rhodes gets back up, gets another RKO. Brie Bella versus Naomi. They use twin magic. They get the win. The ref figures it out, reverses the decision, and then the Bellas beat up the Funkadactyls. The Shield comes out, and they talk about how they destroyed Taker on SmackDown. 3MB comes out and tries to fight them. They get their asses kicked. Team Hell No runs out, and the Shield takes off. So Team Hell No beats up 3MB. Kane chokeslams Heath Slater. Cena's getting his ankle taped up backstage, and it's supposed to be Cena and Ryback versus the Shield. And Ryback comes in, and he's pissed off that Cena's injured. He's going to have to go out there with an injured partner. So he's angry and storms off. Cole and Lawler are tracking King's Pizza. He ordered a pizza from Domino's, so they're tracking it. Dolph versus Kofi, champion versus champion. I know JBL mentioned the whole title thing. Dolph came out wearing the title, ran his ass, and JBL doesn't like it. But I didn't think it was too bad here. I know I really kind of ranted on JBL a little bit in that SmackDown video I did a few weeks ago, but I didn't think it was too bad. He kind of just mentioned it. At least he didn't try to bury the frickin' guy like he did a couple weeks ago. And I did think it was funny how he kept calling him Zigglepuff instead of Zigglypuff. Kofi hits Trouble in Paradise, but AJ gets Dolph's foot on the rope, and Dolph hits the zigzag for the win. But damn, was there a lot of interference in this match. I mean, it took a ton of shit just for Dolph to win here. Afterwards, Big E lays Kofi out twice, and Dolph says, "That's what we do." Don't try and take Mark Henry's lines. It's not going to be good for anyone. Dolph, Big E, and AJ bump into Caitlyn and Natalya backstage. Caitlyn gets a ugly-ass hat from a secret admirer. I have no idea where they're going with this. They probably won't do anything. They'll get sick of it and drop it in a couple weeks, and we'll never know any more about it. Kind of like Caitlyn flirting with Cody Rhodes, or Natalya having the farting gimmick. Ryback tells Vicky and Maddox that Cena won't leave him to face the Shield alone again. Vicky says it'll be Ryback and Team Hell No. Ryback gets pissed, says Ryback rules, no, and he walks away. I guess Ryback just does whatever the fuck he wants. Cole and Lawler are still tracking that fucking pizza. Swagger versus Zack Ryder. Ryder talks about Zeb losing earlier to piss them off, I guess. I don't really know why Zack Ryder gives a shit. But Swagger hits the powerbomb and makes Ryder tap to the Patriot Lock. Afterwards, Zeb takes a cheap shot at Ryder. Mark Henry comes out with a rope to play tug of war. He beats Sweet Tea. And then Brodus comes out to play tug of war. And the ref looks at Brodus and says, don't take a big bump. Right in front of the camera. So Brodus loses, and then Sheamus comes out. Sheamus plays tug of war with Mark Henry. He's about to lose, but he lets go of the rope. Mark Henry busts his ass, and then Sheamus bro kicks him in the face. I didn't really care for this. Vicky and Maddox tell Team Hell No that Ryback's left the building, but they still want the match, even if it's a handicap match. Cena tells Maddox that he will be Team Hell No's partner. He's hurt, he's not injured. Can we get more Maddox on these shows? I think the guy's awesome, and he really makes these backstage segments entertaining. So I really hope we get more Maddox soon. We get Del Rio versus Cesaro. Cesaro taps to the arm breaker. It was alright. Afterwards, Del Rio says he gets to pick the stip for Extreme Rules, and we're not going like this. We're going like this. It was weird. But it's going to be a ladder match. Khali versus Fandango in a dance competition. Fandango's had a lot of valets, but I think this blonde girl's the one they're going with. They gave her a name, Summer Rae, and I think she's a good choice. But anyways, somehow Khali wins, so Fandango attacks him, hits the leg drop, and it shows JBL, and he holds up a little piece of paper that says 10 on it. Which I thought was hilarious. Cena and Team Hell No versus The Shield. One thing I learned from this match is Seth Rollins is getting creepy. I don't know if I'm the only one who thought that, but he came across as a really weird guy here. But Cena gets the hot tag. He goes for the AA on Rollins, I believe, and he gets his ankle gives out, and he gets speared by Reigns. So The Shield gets the win. Ryback comes out. Big surprise, he didn't leave the building, and he just stands on the ramp and stares at Cena. And it was weird. I kind of got, from his outfit and everything, I kind of got a Batista vibe from Ryback here. But that was the end of the show, and I have to say, there wasn't a lot of star power. No CM Punk, no Brock Lesnar, no Triple H, but that didn't hurt the show for me. I think the length hurt the show this week. It's just 3 hours. Some of this stuff seemed to really drag on. But there was some good stuff on Raw, but I still have to say it was average. It's just 3 hours of this. It really went by slowly. And I DVR Raw so I can skip the commercials, but I was kind of clicking around last night and would go back and forth to Raw just to see what was going on, usually at the top of the hour. And I kept getting commercials. Every time I clicked over, I'd see freaking commercials on Raw. And I was just thinking, my God, I'm so glad I DVR this show. I have no idea how some people watch this without a DVR. It would drive me nuts. But anyways, that's my review of the show this week. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.